Always be yourself. Unless, of course, you could be a dragon. Then always be a dragon. Welcome everybody! I am 480 Volts. This is my newest Let's Play, Spyro the Dragon. Yes, I love this game. It's a PlayStation 1 classic and I played it as a kid. Let's see, do we want slot 1 or slot 2? Let's try slot 1. Does not have a slot save file. Let's create one, how about that? Create a file. Probably should have done the other slot. Okay, new game. In the world of dragons.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
The adventure begins. And as the little purple dragon said, looks like I've got some things to do. Okay, so, well, before we do anything, let's just go ahead and, there are dragons all over this place. And they're trapped in crystals, as we just saw happen. And it is our job to rescue them, so let us do so. With this guy, Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
So that's your story. Very simple. A couple dragons pissed off this dude, Nasty Nork, and he trapped all the dragons. But he somehow missed Spyro because, well, Spyro's too short for him to hit, I guess. So, it's our job to rescue the dragons and collect treasure while we're at it. Now, this is Spyro the Dragon. You can walk. You can jump. You can glide. You can do that thing when you glide. You can charge. You can breathe fire. But most importantly, you can roll on the ground. Only a true hardcore Spyro 1 fan would know this because they abolished that from the rest of the series, if I'm not mistaken. It's a useless command that you'll never, ever use. Also, if you step on pads where dragons once were, this little fairy here says, "Hi, Spyro," and will let you save your game. So let's go ahead and do so. Oh, getting some lag. Alright. And also, these pads act as checkpoints. So no matter how many times you step on them, they're also checkpoints. So these green guys here, they're Norks. And Norks appear in many different forms. This is by far one of the easiest forms. As long as Spyro keeps charging here, this guy is not going to do anything but stand there and chatter his teeth. And if I stop, then he makes a run for it. But, yeah. Enemies give off gems. Look at these guys. They're just... I can't really see too well. See if I can get to where they can see me. These guys here, they're just having a conversation with each other. Like, you can kind of see them look like they're talking and moving their hands like, yeah, so then this happened and then that happens and oh my gosh, dragon! They did absolutely nothing to warrant Spyro's rage except that they live, they exist, and they have gems. So there you go. This is basically not, this is actually not a stage, this is an overworld. So that's kind of cool. Alright, now, okay, this Nork down here, he's actually a thief. You know, he's got, he's stealing gems, so I'll kill him. And he takes a couple more hits to kill. He's a 3-hit kill guy. But he releases gems each time you hit him. Red gems equal 1, green gems equal 2, blue is 5, yellow is 10, and the purple ones are 25. But yeah, this is actually not a stage, this is an overworld, this is a hub world. And I always thought that was very cool, is because the hub worlds basically function like standard levels. In every level you have a few dragons to catch and some gems to collect. And the hub worlds are the same deal. Let's rescue, okay, let's rescue this guy. Thomas.
Hey, Spyro! Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
You know how Sonic just isn't scared of anything? Yeah, that's basically Spyro. A little less cocky. Spyro's not nearly as cocky, but he really is not scared of anything. I mean, you know you're in crap when the day Spyro stands around chattering his teeth like those Norks that we just saw. I mean, you gotta hand it to him. I mean, of course, if I was a dragon, I wouldn't be scared of anybody too. But I mean, he's a little dragon. He's purple. He probably just wanted to make sure that nobody, you know, nobody misjudge him. Just because he's little and purple and can only glide and not actually fly, doesn't mean you shouldn't mess with him. He is not to be messed with. Where's my whirlwind? I mean, the effect is there, but I don't see it. Huh, must be an emulator glitch. Here's another stage, Town Square, which we will not go into just yet. I'm probably going to do 2 stages per video, counting this overworld, which is... I could have been done with this by now if I'd wanted to, and I'm taking a little extra time to explain everything. There's supposed to be a little blue swirly effect right there. That's how you know there's a whirlwind. I guess the emulator did not wish it to be so. Let's see. Man, you can fry flowers, isn't that awesome? I love the, I don't know, there's something about this whole area that just, it strikes me as very, very different. I mean, we got this whole sort of castle medieval type deal, which fits with the whole dragons deal. But it doesn't seem like, you know, you're not going to see, like, you know, nobody's talking in Old English or anything like that. The music is not like castle music, which I haven't even begun to go nuts about the music. Just for you people that are into old school classic music, not classical music. I meant like just old school. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not rock. Maybe it's pop. I guess it was technically considered rock. The Police. Anybody who still remember The Police? Well, their drummer, Stuart Copeland, well, one of their earliest drummers, Stuart Copeland, is the composer for this game's soundtrack, and he does a fantastic job. And there's the balloonist. This is the guy that will take us to other worlds. Marco, if you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world. There's a balloonist in each world. Each one has a certain requirement that you're supposed to meet in order to get him to take you to the next world. But the thing is, like Super Mario 64, if you just do everything that you can do when you first enter a stage, you know, and in this game there's like almost, I don't think there's really any backtracking you have to do. You can do everything in a single stage the minute you do a single stage. You'll long surpass, or is that the word I'm looking for? You'll meet the requirements long before you ever meet those balloonists. So I'll try to point them out to you what the requirements are. Here's Delvin.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Sparks is the dragonfly following us. He collects gems for us. When you get close to a gem, he grabs it for you. If you take, you see he's glowing yellow right now. If you take damage, he turns blue, sparkly blue. Take more damage, now he's just green, not even sparkly. Take more damage, goes away. Now if I take damage one more time, Spyro will die. By the way, if you fall into water, and if you will sink if you don't press the jump button, no matter how shiny Sparks is. Now I actually have to pick up the gems myself. Thankfully, in every single stage, there are little creatures around, in this case, sheep. And they release butterflies. Well, that one just turned into sparks because I had no sparks. But they release butterflies. And the butterflies, Sparks eats the butterflies, and gets stronger. It makes sense that a dragonfly would be the best friend, or the health meter protector of a dragon. But why butterflies is what makes him stronger, I never heard. Oh, just to get this out of the way, I plan to Let's Play Spyro 2 as well, but I'm not doing Spyro 3. You can forget about it. And I love Spyro 3. Don't think that I don't like the game. It's just that I'm not able to really record it for complicated reasons. Last Dragon of the Artisan Homeworld, I've already gotten all the treasure.
Cool Flash, do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First you must complete one of the other Artisan lands.
Now when he says complete, what he really means is enter the stage and find the teleporter that takes me out. I really don't have to do anything. But I guess I finished up here. Yeah, I guess I finished up here. Actually, there's a secret I can do here. Well, you know, let's go ahead and see if this secret actually works. Step on these pedestals, each one, and when you do, they should flash yellow, and that happens. Revealing Sunny Flight. That's a bonus stage that I will do later. Yep, Spyro. Alright, let's, all the stages, I guess there's no order. I mean, you can do the stages in any order you want, but I'm going to go ahead and do Stone Hill. Because that, to me, will always sort of be the first stage of the game. I played 2 demos of this game as a kid. Okay, there's a secret demo hidden in Crash Bandicoot 3. and there was a Toys R Us demo disc that I remember we had when I was a kid, and it had Spyro on it. Let's see, and that demo, there was different voice acting for some of the dragons, and a lot of other dragons, like, in the Artisan Homeworld, and the rest of the dragons just, well, what did they do? There was no voice, there was just a text popped up. But in the Artisan world, the dragons did talk, but they had slightly different dialogue and voice actors. Gavin.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Strong dragon. Oh, and here's a chest I cannot break. I can't charge into it, and I can't flame it. But it has a keyhole, so that's obviously what I will need. Now, where's that freaking whirlwind? Because it's invisible. I'm going to have trouble finding it. Okay. Yeah, in that demo... In that demo, the dragon... Yeah, I meant to do that. The dragonfly... What am I talking about? In that demo... let's see, the music that plays during the opening, like the very opening, the title screen, not the opening cutscene, I'm talking about the title screen, when I first started talking. That music that was playing, they used that for the music for the Artisan Homeworld. They used the credits music for Stone Hill, and Dark Hollow, the only other stage that was available, they just used its normal music. And then, here's more chests that I can't flame, but I can charge into them. That's satisfying. And then in the Crash demo, let's see. You could do the Artisan World, you could do Town Square, and you could do Sunny Flight. That was it. And they used this music, Stone Hill's music, for for Town Square. Lindar!
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
What are you talking about? I'm Spyro the freaking dragon. I charge into trouble. And then I ensure that it is no longer trouble. Sometimes I breathe on trouble. And get it all heated up. And I don't care if we're playing as a little baby dragon who's purple and can't even fly. We're still playing as a freaking dragon, and that automatically equals awesome. Now, funny little story. Up in here, in this door, possibly the very first door that you come into, is the Return Home portal. And all I gotta do is, there's me an extra life, jump into that portal and I could go do the boss already. So, I mean, yeah. But, of course, I'm going to stick around and get everything that I need to get done here. Let's hear. Astor.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the Artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Yeah, that sounded like an old windbag who'd want to ramble on. And I already got 7 dragons. Eventually, I'm going to hit the 10 mark. And then, you know, I could go to the next world if I wanted to. But no, we'll get everything that we can when we can. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Whirlwind there that I did not see because my emulator's being stupid. Remember, kids, this is why you're not supposed to use emulators. Because they do stupid things. They hide the whirlwinds from Spyro. They don't hide them, but they trick him into thinking they're not actually there. Believe it or not, I didn't complete this game till kind of recent years. I mentioned I played this game as a kid. We rented it once or twice from the for Blockbuster. I'm showing my age, but we didn't actually get to finish it till before we had to return it. I think I made it as far as the Dreamweaver's Homeworld. Boy, I had fond memories too. That was a good summer. It was in the summer. Wait, what was that? We'll figure out what's making that noise in a minute. Yeah, I remember sitting back playing that game in the summer, sipping root beer. Oh, good times. Good times. That was a good summer. I don't remember which year it was, though. It was a good one. Spyro 2, I think, had already been out. And you got these old men here. Yeah, you get too close to them, they do that. I loved listening to these guys laugh. Watch this. He's got the stamina of a teenager, but I can easily take him out like that. What? Come on! What? The recoil effect is annoying. Every time you charge into those particular guys, Spyro gets bumped back. Let's see. Is there anything else here? I want to get everything down here before I step into the... Okay, I think I got everything. I'm really taking a long time to do these stages. It's because there's so much I want to talk about, and I want to, kind of explain and take the time to explain what's going on. Gildas!
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Whatever you say, Dr. Cortex. I know the voice of Clancy Brown when I hear him. You notice he said, press the X button at the top of your jump. Now, to me, I never really gave that much thought. Yeah, that's just kind of, like, okay, whatever, that works. But I throw it out of my mind and probably subconsciously always press X at the top of my jump. But it must be one of the most important things ever, because they will tell you that at least twice in every Spyro game, or at least the first 3 Spyro games. I've not played Spyro, A Hero's Tale, or Enter the Dragonfly, or The Legend of Spyro. I've not played any of that stuff, so I have no opinion on it. But in the original trilogy, they made it a point to tell you to press X at the top of your jump at least twice in all of those games. And you see that little man over there, dressed in blue? He's the one yelling, na 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 na. Well, let me tell you something about him. He's a thief, and he has stolen a dragon egg. We've got to catch up to him and get that egg! Run! Run! I'm feeling a little winded. Whew. My bad. Yeah, dragon eggs. Useless collectible. I feel like that was an afterthought. No, I feel like that was a deal that they thought of right from the beginning, but as the game molded and became what it was, they sort of forgot about the dragon eggs, because I think you have to collect them all to get 100%, I think. But they don't really do anything. Aside from one balloonist who wants you to get some dragon eggs before letting you progress. I know there's gems up here somewhere. Or did I already get them? Alright, there we go. Oh, snap, I forgot. I grabbed a key, did I not? Down at the beach, and I did not even... Whoa! That was weird. I didn't want to roll off. Sheep annihilation right there. I meant to grab the key before I came up this area, that way I would know if I got all the gems. Because sometimes in this big open field, gems can hide from you. Ow. I love this music. This music is amazing. All of the Spyro music is really good. There's something about the first one that's special. Well, part of it's the fact that it's just so it's so atmospheric. I love it. It's just amazing. Anyway, once you've gotten your key, you go over to that locked chest. And, well, the key pops out, Spyro puts it in there, and... I was expecting the chest to crack open, not shatter into 1,000 pieces. Did I get them all? It's 200. Did I get them all? Ah! Rats! I'm missing 3. They're hiding somewhere in that open field. I'll take a shortcut. Not that one. Over here. Little glitch that I discovered, this little water spout. If you You can't stand on there, but if you keep bouncing, you know, spamming the jump button, sometimes you can use it to get up there. And I'm failing at it. Okay. Failing. Ah, see when he does a little curling up thing? What I'm trying to do, yeah, I may not be able to do it because it was in the demo version that I did it, and they may have taken that out in the real version. Remember when I said this was a shortcut? I think it would have been quicker if I had taken the long way. I think I would have been there by now. Fine, we won't take a freaking shortcut. Ask anybody who's played Spyro. They will tell you that when you're running... Okay, when you play Spyro and you start charging, you must hold down the jump button to make him bounce like that. For no reason. Just because it is something that you must do. I mean, you just have to do it. Anybody who's played Spyro knows what I'm talking about. You just have to do it. Is my gems up here? There's my gems. No! You gots to be kidding me. I was running too fast. Why can't my shortcut work? I'm gonna try it again because I'm stubborn. Stupid camera won't cooperate with me. The camera is about as good as Mario 64's camera. There we go! I knew I could do it. Mario 64's camera is basically the same type of premise, though it seems to be more responsive than that camera. Oh, that was a bad camera, wasn't it? Stay a little further from the edge, Spyro. It was right there. Alright! 200 out of 200. And unlike Crash Bandicoot, you can go straight to the exit level and leave. But I don't want to do that. That's lame. I want to actually show going to the portal. I want to go the extra mile. I mean, you could do that in Crash Bandicoot, but you wouldn't, you know... You wouldn't get gems or crystals if you did that. So yeah, you exit the stage. It shows you... You know, I'm going to let you guys live. It shows you your first treasure, or it shows you the treasure you've gotten from that stage, and then your total treasure. So there you go. Now, once you've completed a stage, that opens up and reveals Toasty, the boss. But we will not take him out for a couple videos yet. We'll do 2 more stages in the next video. Until then, I am 480 volts. Get ready for my next video. Get ready.